August 10th is a free shirt Friday at PNC Park. Get tickets at pirates.com.
Inside Pirates Baseball, weekend, 1 hour before the first pitch on Root Sports.
Well, Reds fan Charlie Sheen has been here all weekend. He and his dad, Martin Sheen. They've got their Chucky. We've got our Chucky, Chucky Jacoby.
Hey, you know, I'm the Charlie Sheen of Pittsburgh, I like to think. Actually, my compadre, Pittsburgh Slim, likes to consider himself to be the Charlie Sheen of Pittsburgh, but we all know the truth. So.
Former Steeler and current musician. Every time you hear Bucktown, he's the guy right here.
Yeah, but I just want the city to identify with the baseball. You know, we've done the Steelers thing for a lot of years now, the last 10, 15 years. The Steelers have, I won a Super Bowl with them. They won a Super Bowl after I left. It's been awesome. But now I believe this is the new era for Pittsburgh baseball.
Well, I ran into one of your old roomies, probably a training camp roomie, Mike Logan.
Mike Logan, yes, that's my room dog.
Yeah, he told me about your music and that he got very acquainted with your music quickly.
Yeah. I mean, I've been doing music as long as I can remember, and even though now I don't make as much music as I used to, I leave that mostly with my label in Pittsburgh Slim. But right now, you know, the Pirates, they've been very close to my heart for a long time, and it's been impossible to keep all those creative juices inside. You know, you watch them on TV, and all of a sudden it just comes out. Just start writing.
And everybody needs to know you're not a bandwagon jumper. You've been a Pirate fan forever.
Oh, I got Pirates tattoos. I got Bucktown tattoos. I've been doing this since I was little. I remember when I was living in Greenfield in Pittsburgh, Slim and I used to steal change out of our mom's purses and get on a Pat bus just to go down and see Van Slyke and Bonds, and obviously I used to wear the John Wayner jersey back in '91.
So you were the one.
That was me. That was me. So we used to, we've been doing that for a long time, and I know what it feels like to have a winning team in Pittsburgh, and the new generation is feeling the same thing I felt.
Now, am I mistaken? You weren't here Friday.
No, sir.
You decided to come down after the whole McCutcheon-Chapman.
Yeah, Chapman invited me down. That was his invitation, and I wanted to make sure. Last night I saw Jay Hayes' mom, and I let her know. I said, hey, they do that again, I'm in there. That's it. But Pittsburgh I'm from Pittsburgh, born and raised, and played for Pittsburgh. But this is me. This has been me for a long time.
Beautiful. I like your shirt you wore today. Not the one you're wearing now. The one before it.
The one before it. Oh, the Believe jersey.
Love it.
This is a thing we started last year. It was Believe 11, and I had that on opening day, and so we had to update it. Next year it's going to say "Told You So" 13. And that's really what it's about. I've seen this coming a long time. They've done a great job. Clint Hurdle's definitely the right guy. Neil and those guys have done a great job with the farm system, and you're starting to see the results.
One out, nobody on, and the 3-1 pitch coming to Josh Harrison from Homer Bailey. And he fouls it off. Again, the former Steeler Chucky Jacoby, huge Pirates fan with us. You know what it's like to win the ring. Show your Super Bowl ring right there.
Yep.
Proud of that, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold it up like I do sometimes, but we were the 6th seed back that year, and people said we couldn't win the Super Bowl, so I had to have it fitted on the middle finger for those that didn't believe. But we're just gonna hold it up like this. So just for those that didn't believe, you gotta, if you believe it can happen, it can happen. And just like we made it happen, Joey Porter and us, I believe these guys are gonna make it happen. Every time Harrison comes to this place, he's clearly comfortable at home. He hits a lot in this place.
He does, doesn't he?
He hits a lot in this place.
See, Rock, you know why I knew Chucky was a big Pirate fan? Last year, Bob Walk and I were out on Federal Street before the game, and here comes Chucky down the street. And he almost fell over when he saw Bob. He was starstruck.
I was starstruck, yes. I mean, to me, I felt like I was 8 years old again. And I was like, I wanted to be like, are you pitching today? But then I came back to reality. I said, wait a second, this guy can't pitch. I can probably pitch better than him now.
Because he said, hey, there's that guy who used to play for the Steelers. And then you said, hey, Bob Walk, and you fell over.
Yeah, I'm still excited. Bob Walk Bob Walk will always be a superstar to me. He'll always be a superstar to me.
Well, how about this guy, speaking of superstars, how much fun have you had watching Andrew McCutcheon?
I got to tell you something. I got to tell you a story about somebody off camera who's a little embarrassed to get on camera, and I brought her to her first Pirates game the day after McLouth got traded, and she said to me, she said, who's that guy right there? He looks too small. Is that the bat boy? They're letting him play? And I said, don't worry. He's going to be all right. And he hit a line drive in the right field. And she's like, okay, I get it now. I get it.
Talking about Christine?
Yeah.
Is she from Pittsburgh?
No, she's from Boston.
Boston?
She's from Boston. She was a little hurt last year with the Boston series.
McCutcheon hits this one well to left field, and it's going to hook.
Again. The ball's flying out of here today.
Yeah, this place, it's a joke. It's amazing. You know, with the Walker homer now, the Pirates are just 2 behind this team in home runs, and they play in this tiny little ballpark.
I swear my high school field was about this size. I'm not even kidding. Like, this is the opposite of PNC Park. For you fans at home, this park, PNC is a pitcher's park, definitely, with the high wall in right field and the deep alley in left center. This park, if you want to see sparks fly, come down and see your boys play in Cincinnati.
3-1 to Kutch. Takes ball 4, and the Pirates have 2 base runners with 1 out.
You were a catcher, right?
I was a catcher up until 10th grade, and then I moved to the outfield. I just look like this. I'm pretty fast. I'm pretty fast. So, you know, you see all of this here. I get it moving, man. I mean, for you Steelers fans, you might have seen me pulling around the corner, me and Alan Faneca pulling around the corner, so I can move. But
4.6 time?
Yeah, well, for me,
or 40 time rather.
My 40 time, I was like a 4.9 guy.
Really?
Yeah, but
That's impressive.
I was about 20 pounds heavier.
Yeah, what were you carrying going 4.9?
15. Oh, 315. Wow.
Don't get in his way.
No, but I'm a lover, not a fighter, man. I only smash for cash. So, you know, now I'm getting paid to do weddings and make music.
Wedding planner.
Wedding planning. I got to send a shout out to my crew at the Mansion Maple Heights in Pittsburgh, and with Nicole Pope and her husband Joe, who's a Mansion alumni. Sean Kiefer holds it down for me every day. He's my guy. He runs the Mansion. And to all my vendors, Big Burrito. Everybody loves Mad Max. So you got to send a shout out to Big Burrito.
It's in Squirrel Hill. How'd you come up with the Maple Heights?
It's on Maple Heights Road.
Oh, okay.
It's in Maple Heights Road, right off of 5th Avenue. And you know, my vendors, Susie Perlman and Greg Perlman from Walnut Capital. Those guys have been holding me down. You know, and it's been good. It's been good. But I never imagined myself planning weddings, going from the NFL to wedding planning. But here's the thing about wedding planning, man, is more single guys should do this. And here's why. You get free cake.
Why?
You get free cake, free booze, and all the drunk single girls you can handle. You know? Why would a single guy not want a wedding plan? It's awesome. Every weekend is like New Year's Eve.
We are visiting with a fixture at PNC Park, Chuck Jacoby. And again, when you hear Bucktown during our telecast, he's the guy behind it.
Yep.
Garrett Jones at the plate, meanwhile, with a 1-2 count. Pops this one back, fouling out of play.
Yeah, he almost hit us up here.
Now, I gotta assume that you're putting the lyrics together for the postseason song.
Oh, we have some things on tap. We also have a Bucktown franchise that we're putting together. It'll be a website launched pretty soon. Myself and Pittsburgh Slim with 412 Records. And shout out to my guys, Faded Industries, Frank and Noah, Pat and Isaac, who've been big supporters of what we do. And I hope that, you know, with the Bucktown, we've been able to not only reconnect the city with the Pirates, but help to energize the players. And, you know, Neil Walker's the guy I've known for a little while, and I've gotten to know a lot of guys down there. Jeff Bannister, that's my guy.
Banny?
That's the toughest man alive. I would never fight that guy. He's crazy.
Here's the 1-2 to Jones. And a ground ball to first base. Cairo will retire Jones there. He'll move the runners up, though. Harrison down to third base. And McCutcheon over to second. So 2 in scoring position for Walker, who last time up put one in the right field seats for his 12th home run of the season.
It'll be interesting to see here. These are the big at bats in these types of games. When you get the 2-on 2-out situations, you need the big hit. Mentioned it earlier. That's where you know, Roland came through. Ludwig came through yesterday. Experienced guys. Hopefully Walker will come through if they give him anything to hit. It'll be interesting to see with the righty on deck, Sanchez, and first base open.
Nice to see Neal get a good swing here. 1 for 1 today. 2 runs batted in. Responsible for the Pirates' lead at 2-1. Top half of the 3rd inning.
You guys got the best job in the world, man.
Isn't it great?
Yeah, you guys get to just talk about my friends all day. Watch baseball, go to all these different cities and ballparks, eat all the food.
Well, no, you're not allowed to eat food up here. This is the one thing that they do.
Well, most of us aren't allowed to eat food.
Yeah, they get on you about eating food. And you know, they got this little spy cam up here. So anytime you get caught, like, you know,
you could have some serious fun with this spy cam. I would do all kinds of silly stuff up here just so they would stop watching me. I would do stuff you don't want to see. You don't want to see me.
Here comes the 1-0 to Walker, and he'll take it for a strike.
You could, like, take off your shirt and, like, start shaving your chest like this.
Well, that's
I bet they'll cut the camera.
We might not do that.
I want to
just
say,
a feeling.
Steve went shirtless one time years ago on the road. I think it was St. Louis. Oh yeah, he was up here
wow.
shirtless.
Wow, that's
it
great.
gets hot in St. Louis.
I believe it. I believe it. The only time I played in St. Louis, they got indoor for football, so they love their Cardinals.
Last time we were down there, it was triple digits for 3 straight games. 1-1 to Walker. And swing and a miss, 1-2. Bailey got that one past him.
Walker loves hitting with 2 strikes, though. So this is actually good.
You're right. I mean, I think he's one of the guys up there that he doesn't panic with 2 strikes. He usually gets himself in, wastes a lot of pitches, ends up getting back in the count.
Harrison, the runner at 3rd. McCutcheon at 2nd. 2 on, 2 out.
Let's go, Walt. Come on now.
Here comes the 1-ball, 2-strike pitch from Homer Bailey. And he struck him out. Chucky, thanks for coming up.
Hey, thank you.
Great seeing you.
This is been a pleasure.
Pirates trying to bring a win home to Bucktown.
Gary, what's my day look like?
Another busy day today.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm not allowed to be frivolous.
Ah, okay. Move my 4 o'clock today till tomorrow. Change my 11 a.m. to 2.
Okay, Marty. I scheduled it for today.
Is that Rick? Where's Rick?
Here's Rick.
Oh, no, it's not Rick. Now, how's the traffic headed downtown?
Here's the traffic.
Oh, it's terrible. Terrible. Driver. Cut across. We'll never make it downtown this way. I like you, Siri. You're going places.
I'll try to remember that.
4 years of high unemployment, Senator Bob Casey's failed record. We need a proven job creator. Meet Tom Smith. His story is the American dream. At 40, he was a union coal miner with big dreams. So he mortgaged his family farm to start his own energy company, creating hundreds of jobs so others could realize the American dream. Tom Smith for U.S. Senate. He knows how to create jobs.
I'm Tom Smith, and I approve this message.
You got the ringer on?
Yeah, plus vibrate.
So we got through the appetizer without the babysitter calling.
I hope she's okay.
I think she likes it.
You're not just getting away, you're getting closer. Try the $20 dinner for 2 at Chili's.
This ought to give us enough.
Oh, great.
Hey, yeah.
Now we can fit on the blue light hot tub.
No, the jet ski. Yeah, the jet ski.
Yeah, the jet ski. No, bid on the hot tub.
The Labatt Blue Light Auction of Awesomeness. It's simple. Buy Blue Light, collect points, bid on awesome stuff. The more you buy, the more you can bid. Just go to auctionofawesomeness.com.
2-1 Bucks going to the bottom of the 3rd inning. You can enhance your Pirates at-home experience on Root Sports Game Connect, an interactive second screen experience where you can find live game stats and interact with us and fellow Bucco fans watching the game. Game Connect, a better way to connect with the game than ever before. Connect now at rootsports.com. Jay Burnett, they're looking to connect with some outs. He'll face Homer Bailey to start things off in the bottom of the third inning. On with Rob King and John Wayner, Tim Neverett. The cameo by Chucky Jacoby. Oh, 1 pitch. It's outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball and 1 strike. And the pitch to Bailey. Well, chopper right back to AJ. He'll straighten up. Throws out his opposite number. 1 gone for the Reds in the third. 1 out and back to the top of the order, and Zach Cozart. Cozart fly to right his first time up. He is 0 for 1 today. Cozart last night had 1 hit, but he had a 3-hit game in the opener on Friday. Oh, a little bit inside. One thing Clint Hurdle did say today before the game is that the Pirates are not going to stop throwing inside. This was before we understand a warning was issued to both dugouts prior to the game by the umpire and crew. And he said regardless of whether or not there's a warning coming, he said we're still going to keep throwing inside.
And the more you throw inside, the better the chance that somebody gets hit.
Here comes Jones.
And it's up to the umpire to determine if there was intent or not. I mean, if somebody gets hit, that doesn't mean somebody's, that the pitcher is going to get ejected or the manager is going to get ejected. That just, if an umpire, if somebody gets hit in the back between the numbers, well, yeah, I think an umpire can decide that there was some intent there. But if the guy gets grazed in the shirt or the arm or whatever, I don't think anything will come of it.
2 outs. Here's Drew Stubbs. He walked and scored the only Cincinnati run. Also stole a base. And that one way inside. That spins Stubbs out of the way. Andrew McCutchen drilled Friday night with 2 outs in the 9th. Reds leading 3-0. Aroldis Chapman put a 101-mile-an-hour fastball off the body of McCutchen, and Harrison got hit last night. His first at bat by Mike Leake. I think when Clint Hurdle came out, he was upset because now the benches had been warned and 2 Pirates had been hit in the series, and the Bucs hadn't hit anybody. And their ability to throw way inside was really taken away because you risk losing a pitcher in that case. If the pitch does happen to graze a batter or hit a batter and it's ruled intentional perhaps, and Brian Gorman behind the plate last night was the one that ejected Clint Hurdle after issuing the warnings to both benches when Harrison was hit. Here comes the 2-1 to Stubbs. Up in the air to right field, pretty well hit. Back to the wall, Jones. Jones leaps, it's gone. Drew Stubbs with a home run that ties the ball game at 2. His 14th of the season.
Way doesn't matter. Burnett leaves this one pretty much down the middle, and Stubbs going the other way and had about 2 feet to spare.
Then going out to left center. Ball just got out. Jay Bruce fouls it back. You know, say what you want. There are people who stick up for this park and say it's not a bandbox. The dimensions, you know, they're okay. They're not outrageously short or anything, but for whatever reason, the ball just flies out of here.
I would disagree with him. I think it's a bandbox. I mean, dimension-wise, it doesn't look terrible. The thing to me is it's pretty much straight over. The outfield walls, from the lines to the gaps, there's no arc in the wall. It's straight over, which shortens the distance to straightaway right, straightaway left. And yes, it does carry here better than most ballparks.
There's some short parts of the ballpark. That home run, an estimated 360 feet. The home runs we saw last night out of the Pirates from McHenry and Harrison, neither one traveled farther than 370 feet. 2-2 ball game, bottom of the third. Swing and a miss, and down on strikes goes Jay Bruce. One run on the Drew Stubbs homer. Heading to the fourth, all tied at 2.
The Acura TL has better gas mileage than the Lexus ES350. More standard features than the BMW 335i. And the TL, with available super handling all-wheel drive, led Auto Week to say, this thing will corner at speeds that'll drain blood from your head. Thanks. We think. The Acura TL. Luxury that performs.
Visit your Western Pennsylvania Acura dealer. Luxury. Intelligently priced.
Steel. Made in America. That's the steel that should be protecting U.S. servicemen and women overseas. But our own Defense Department changed the rules, allowing countries like China to supply steel armor plate for our military vehicles, tanks, and equipment. Made in America should be stamped on all steel used by our military. That's how we create jobs, grow Pennsylvania's steel industry, and keep our soldiers safe. I'm Bob Casey, and I'm proud to approve this message.
A battle of 2 NL leading teams when the Pirates host the Dodgers for a 4-game series August 13th through 16th.
Pirates baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Barrel Automotive. We're driven to be better. By PNC Bank for the achiever in you. And by Chevy Cruze, which offers EPA estimated 42 mpg highway. Let's go Bucks!
2-2 Pirates and Reds. Drew Stubbs solo homer tied it up in the bottom half of the third inning. Pirates trying to salvage a game in this 3-game set. Let's take a look at our AT&T Mobility trivia question today. Who was the last Pirate to hit an inside the park grand slam? Not just an inside the park home run, but an inside the park grand slam. Last Pirate to do that. See if we can come up with that answer. Gabby Sanchez will lead off for the Bucks, and Rod Barajas and Clint Barmas facing Homer Bailey. I think Clemente did it. Forbes Field, inside the park home run. I mean, inside the park grand slam.
You'd have to be a pretty good